You can't tell me it's too expensive. You can only tell me that it's a stupid idea.
No, I'm allowed to be here until the police come.
Ethics just hold me back. You know, like friends who stop me from driving after I drank too much.
Two dumb babies.
I love good NASA slander, man. That's fucking my favorite. With Willie Simon and Eric Freedman.
I would like all of you to know we're not in this together.
Well, this is how we start. High energy. We always go big fucking, applause.
We do
music
a little nap.
swells.
A little small micro nap up front.
Yeah, exactly.
They say to start strong and end strong, and we do the exact opposite.
I
The
like
middle's
that about
great,
you guys.
you know?
Yeah,
We're a couple
we're
of-
middle fellas.
Yeah.
Middle boys.
Yeah.
Middle boys.
You're rebels, though, Start weak, middle's not great,
Yeah.
and end weak.
Yeah, you probably want to start strong so that people keep listening, but
No.
The way I think of it is if you like me, you'll be there.
Yeah,
if not, I
exactly.
don't want you anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
You
You should already fucking adore me.
You got to prove
even
it
if
to
I am
me.
annoying and boring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to prove to me you love me.
Yeah.
If you don't want me at my most boring, you don't deserve me at my most interesting.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to get into some interesting
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
You just wait.
And you're not going to be around, and I don't want you there.
Sure, you could fast forward and see if I'm lying or not, but
Yeah.
Obama just
the fun
walks
in
in. Oh, who do you know? Well, I'll be damned. Look
Well,
who's
well,
here now.
well.
From that slow start. He does
podcast gets really good around hour 3.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
I don't know how those dudes do that shit, like the 3-hour fucking podcast.
marathons. They take breaks.
Boring, dude. I've never talked to anyone for 3 hours
No, dude.
in my life.
Yeah, I don't want to talk to anyone for 3 hours.
It's a nightmare.
You end up talking about the same stuff. That's why they. It's like,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fighting with your girlfriend.
You ever
You're like,
start
we're 2 hours in. We've had this fight 3 times already. And I know we got an hour to go.
circled back a few times already. Like sitting next to someone on an airplane. You don't want to start the conversation too early. 'Cause then
Exactly.
you're like, oh, dude, there's 4 more hours.
Because then
This-
you're
this is
fucked.
fucking-
You're inviting
this
him
is
in
bad.
for the rest of the flight.
Yeah, exactly.
I go straight to sleep on a flight. I'm like, don't talk to me.
I'm the same way.
I used to be like, hey, what's up? Where you going? Now I'm like, fucking don't even look at me, dude.
I've had
Please.
headphones on and sunglasses and like a neck pillow and been laying down and still had people start
That's
conversations
wild.
with me.
Yeah.
He just pulls the headphones off your
Yeah.
Where you going?
Hey, what's going on in your life? Let's get to know each other real quick.
There's nothing
Are
ruder
those
than
pretzels? Yeah, they're pretzels. Leave me alone.
being nice. I remember you used to be able to smoke on planes. Thanks, dude.
Yeah, cool.
I have to
Awesome.
use the bathroom. Can you get up? God, you're so annoying.
I'm in the window seat. Yeah, it's like when everyone stands up for me though. It makes me feel
Yeah,
good.
exactly.
I remember when I first moved to LA, because in Connecticut or where I was from, like everybody's just an asshole, just
Yeah.
all the time an asshole.
Yeah.
And I remember I was standing in line at the gas station. There's a guy in front of me. Then he turned around. He was like, "Hey, man." And my first reaction was, I got to fight this guy? Why does this guy want to fight me?
Yeah.
Why are
And
you
he was-
talking to me?
Yeah, he was just trying to be nice.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh.
You're not from around here,
Oh,
are
you're
you?
saying hello.
Hey, man. I was like, what's up? What's up, dude? And he was like,
Flex.
nice day, huh? And I was like,
Yeah. This is
What?
a weird way to start a fight, but all right.
what do you want?
Fucking hit him.
It's a fucking nice day for a brawl. Is that what you're saying?
Is that what you mean?
It's just a violent place.
Yeah.
back
That's
east.
funny. I never think about Connecticut as an East Coast place, too.
Yeah, most people think of it as like a white utopia where it's just, white
Yeah.
blonde-haired people cartwheeling in a field.
Yeah, exactly. Seems
is
like if
some of it.
Milwaukee
Yeah.
was like just planted on the East Coast, you know what I
Right.
mean? But that's not true at all.
I've never been to Milwaukee, but probably true.
Yeah, they
Very
seem
white
pretty
place.
Nice. Yeah, they
Still
seem-
pretty white place, right? You just all fight each other.
Yeah,
It's more like
it's not.
Boston.
It is. It's more like I feel like it's more mixed than LA is. Not like actually, but you live with like it's segregated communities out here. Like neighborhoods.
Oh, right.
It's you just avoid like New York. You walk around, you're with everybody.
Yeah.
Connecticut is similar. I mean, it's small and shitty, but
Yeah.
if you're like out doing stuff, it's everybody's in the same place.
Okay.
Yeah, and we, races don't get along. We all know that.
Yeah,
So,
no.
naturally,
Yeah.
there's gonna be violence. No, I think it's just boring as fuck. So we would drink and then fight. That was like our whole thing growing up.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like a big nightlife place.
Not really. No. Yeah, there's a couple
Seems like
clubs.
it's like, hey, you want to go to the liquor store? We can go to that liquor store.
That's it.
There's
and then
people in that liquor store. Should we fight them?
Yeah.
that liquor store's from a different town. We don't like it. We would do that, and then you just go drink in a basement. And if there was no one that we didn't know, we would fight each other. So they're just fucking morons. I think that's what it is.
Oh, that sounds like a blast.
You guys need video games or something. Or
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, I don't know.
anything else. At least not fight your friends.
It was a good time.
It's not much
Yeah.
of a weed town.
No, we smoked weed. It was a lot of pills were big because of OxyContin, kind of.
This sounds a lot
Came
like
in
Hawaii,
hot.
dude, honestly.
Yeah, I would think
It's
Hawaii's
like
meth.
way more pretty in Hawaii, you know?
Yeah.
That's the only difference. Everyone doing Oxycontin and fighting each other.
That's fair.
Less people taking vacations to Connecticut.
Yeah, exactly.
Tourists in Plainville.
Yeah.
Is this an AMC movie theater? Oh my gosh.
What would be the big thing to go see in Connecticut?
It is beautiful. Like there's forests and all that shit, but
Yeah.
no one would vacation there. Like I think the biggest thing where I was from was probably the Mark Twain house is there,
Okay.
but it's like
Yeah, can you imagine?
fucking
Hey,
house.
Yeah, that's
can you imagine
boring.
your family's saving up for a vacation. Your mom's like, all right, time to go to Connecticut for the Mark Twain house. Like,
Yeah.
we can go to Florida. We can go to Hawaii, anywhere.
In this house, you're allowed to say the N-word.
Yeah.
Mark Twain's house.
Yeah, the guy that leads it is named Jim. He's like, it's just coincidence.
Yeah.
The tour guide is named Jim, just coincidence.
You should get a stage tour name. A stage tour guide name.
I went to Rhode Island once, and I told people I was from out of town. They were like, "What are you? So you're just visiting?"
Yeah,
They
that is a
didn't.
weird
They didn't
place to
even
visit.
get it.
Well,
They're
especially
like,
if you're from
"What?"
Hawaii, because Rhode Island, the only reason we would go is there's beaches,
Yeah.
and the beaches are kind of nice, but not if you're from Hawaii.
Yeah. I gotta see the white sand, shark-filled waters over
Yeah,
there.
the
That's-
plankton and plankton and fucking syringe-filled beaches of Rhode Island.
yeah.
Yeah, they have the School of Design. That's like it. Right?
RISD, yeah.
RISD.
Yeah, Providence. Providence is one of the few places left that everyone knows is mob run and just fine with it.
Really?
Yeah,
That one's
the-
still
Wow.
going on?
Completely
I didn't
run
Nobody.
by
I
a
don't.
mob.
I don't
So
ever
cool.
think about Providence. Though,
No one
you know?
does. That's
Yeah.
why.
Yeah.
Just let them have it. Those silly Italians need a project.
That's awesome.
But yeah, it's 100% mob.
They
run.
got pushed all the way over to Rhode Island.
Yeah.
Past Massachusetts through Boston.
Yeah. The mom has their own city, and they're still pissed about it. They're like, "We got fucking Providence.
Yeah.
We used to have Vegas."
Yeah.
We had
They still have
everything.
parts of Vegas, I think, right?
I hope so.
Probably. I'm
Yeah.
sure they're still in New York too, but it's not like it was.
Yeah.
In the 70s, New York, the mob owned. They had a hand in the gas business in the 70s in New York, and they made $1 billion a year.
Yeah.
In the
I saw
70s.
some shit like
That's
that.
fucking wild.
Now they don't have a hand in it, and the oil companies are making more money.
Yeah. Right. I miss the mob.
Yeah, the mob.
The good old
Say
mom
what
and
you-
pop days. Mob and pop days.
Yeah.
Say what you want. In the 70s, it was under $1 for gas.
Yeah. For
Right?
real. The mafia have better fucking price ethics than fucking anyone else.
They make sure no one else price gouges. That's their job.
Yeah. Exactly.
We need it now. I would love to go to a mob boss and be like, "Can I get some fucking gas, please?"
Yeah.
This shit is insane. Put me on a 10-point vig.
They'll give
Lose
you
your leg.
gas and protect your car or something. If
Yeah.
someone steals it.
Exactly.
They're going to go find it for you.
It's not a bad idea.
Bring back the mob. That's what I say.
I've been saying it for years.
Yeah.
We got to get the mob back.
Seriously.
Everyone wants to go back to the good old times. It's always years that the mob ran things.
Yeah. You really think about it, dude. When would the mob really start falling? It was the Reagan era. You know what I mean? It was the 80s.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's the real worst thing that Reagan did.
Yeah, the war on drugs and the mob.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the mob's always weird because they're always like all about respect, but then they're just pieces of shit.
Yeah.
They're being disrespectful. Like they don't like manners. They need manners, but also you can kill people.
Yeah.
It just doesn't match up. You have to say please and thank you. Also kill your cousin later.
Yeah, that's the old Catholic way.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
That's religion.
Yeah.
Violence, fine. Everything else we're
But
against.
be polite for God's
Yeah.
sakes.
Don't curse around a lady.
You can hit her
You can hit her.
if you're married to her. If you're married
Just
to
don't
her.
fucking hit her. Just
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, don't fucking do it. When you're describing her hitting her later, don't use swears. When you're describing it to me.
It's just the fellas around.
Because I'm all in for the hitting. But the swearing, not so much.
Yeah, the hitting you can go to confession and they'll forgive you, but not
Yeah.
swearing. Not swearing or
Lord's
gay
name in
stuff.
vain.
Yeah.
That is just a weird thing about them, that whole business. But that's kind of why those movies are like engrossing, right? Is like that whole dynamic, like that they're polite and then murderers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They're in church every Sunday.
Yeah.
with their family, dressed nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The rest of the gangs, it's usually just like, we're just fucking crazy.
Yeah, exactly.
There's no,
These guys are in suits.
Yeah.
They must have something important to do, you know?
Yeah, it's a trustworthy man.
It's a very fancy way to murder people,
Yeah, exactly. Very
extort
proper.
them.
Yeah, those were good guys, dude.
Yeah.
Those were good fellas. All right.
What was that?
Huh? No, it's not.
Never heard of it. Is
Yeah.
that a saying or
I
something?
don't know. It's something I picked up. I went to the East Coast one.
Was that from Rhode Island?
Did you come up with that?
I was in Rhode Island. It was in Providence.
Is that yours?
You coined that?
It's pretty good, I'll be honest.
How long ago did you get out here from Connecticut?
Oh, 9 years, I think. I think it'll be 10 in October.
LA the whole time out here?
Yeah, I've been in LA the whole time. Yeah. I don't know. I hate it. So
You hate it?
yeah.
What about would you go back to Connecticut?
No, probably
You
not.
should go back to no. Just kidding.
Go back.
Go back. What I was saying
Get
is,
the fuck back.
Rob, what this podcast is us confronting you.
yeah, we bring people on here to try and make them quit.
Just get out. Here's a fucking just have a bunch of signatures of other comics.
yeah, sign
Asking
our
me to
wall.
leave.
This means they quit.
Please go. No, yeah, I've been here all the time. It kind of, I don't know, whatever. It's hit or miss. Are you from here?
I'm from the suburbs out here, and then I was in Phoenix for high school and stuff.
Yeah,
And I got back out here.
Yeah. Everybody that's like from here is cool, and then everybody else sucks. That like people that move here are fucking psychos, you know, to
Yeah.
like get famous or whatever.
You moved here, right?
Yeah. No, I'm not discounting myself from that at all.
Yeah.
But if I meet somebody and they're like, usually they're like from fucking Tulsa and they were hot in their high school. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a hard bottom out here.
It
to
is.
hit.
Yeah, seriously.
We've had friends who are like, well, if I was going to fail anywhere, I might as well go fail in LA. It's like, no, you should fail where you have friends and family probably, and it's cheaper to live.
Yeah, way more affordable.
Yeah.
Don't mind the squeaking cars or any of that stuff. There's only been like 5 home invasions out here in the last week.
Is that real?
Yeah.
Fuck.
I don't know if they're, they pop up on Citizen app. I don't know if they were real home invasions.
Yeah.
Or
False
just
flags? You're saying they're false flags?
Yeah, just like, hey, there's a homeless guy outside my place. Like, yeah, we're in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
There's a homeless guy outside everyone's place.
That's a bummer when crime is like apartment invasions. That's how bad the housing
Very
market
depressing.
is. Like, we can't even do home invasions anymore.
know.
Dude.
Don't steal my EBT card, please.
I'll be honest, that would ruin me.
Yeah. Now I really can't eat. It was,
I felt bad. I had EBT during the pandemic, and there was a homeless guy outside. He's like, "Can I get some money for food?" And I was like, "I can't say no to this. I have to say yes."
Yeah.
I mean, I could have said no.
really? I think it's
Yeah,
easier
why-
to
yeah.
say no.
Yeah,
You're like,
exactly.
I don't have
This is literally
anything. Yeah.
should be for you. I'll be fine without this. I gotta throw this in the trash. I'll be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, come on in. I'll buy you a fucking orange juice, but just one.
Yeah, the first time I had EBT, I was out in Phoenix, and I had lost a job. I got an EBT, then I got a job working with the band on the road, and I was not only making decent money, but I was out on tour and not even home.
Yeah.
So I came home and had like $1,000.
Yeah, that happened to me.
Oh yeah,
That's
me and my roommate, we just went and got like these nice steaks and like candy.
It's crazy they don't say what you can and can't buy, dude. Because I literally spent like $400 on Red Bulls.
Yeah.
That should not be allowed on the
Only
EBT
alcohol,
card.
no alcohol,
Or
no
cigarettes.
pet food, no cigarettes, and no like accessory thing, like anything that's not food.
Right. But you can buy
that-
any kind. You can literally
anything.
just eat lobster tails.
Yeah.
The whole time on EBT.
Yeah, I went shopping at Gelson's with it. I was like, they should not allow this at Gelson's. It's like one of the most expensive grocery stores out
Yeah.
here.
Or Irwan. What's that one?
Oh,
I don't even
yeah,
know what
they
that
take
is.
it there?
Is everybody taking it? Everybody talks about that. Is that just like the new Whole Foods, basically?
Yeah, it's like
The
a
most
local,
expensive one.
right?
Yeah.
It's like a small local Whole Foods.
Gotcha.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's like all organic bullshit or whatever. Is
Yeah,
that the idea?
something.
I like how every couple of years there has to be a new, more expensive thing that
Yeah.
that's popular.
Because everyone will pay for it.
It's wild.
It works. Whole Foods Market, how they were doing it. What if we just made a cooler new one and we'll charge more?
Yeah, exactly.
So you don't have to go shop with the people at Whole Foods.
That's
You're
literally
better
all it
than
is.
them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't want to be around those poor uglies? Come to Irwan.
No, every independent grocery store is just for the richest people in the world.
It really
Never
is.
Fucking,
Like, how much better can lettuce get?
yeah, exactly. Mom and pop stores were like, yeah, just this mom and pop shop I go to, like to support the thing. That's what people did in the 70s. Now it's like mom and pop grocery stores. Like, what do you drive a fucking G-Wagon?
Yeah, right.
God damn.
You own
Mom and
Tesla?
pop shit, dude.
Good lord. Because to be a mom and pop shop out here, you have to charge millions of dollars.
Yeah,
Yeah.
To
exactly.
be able to fucking own the building.
Yeah.
Like hated owners. Like, I'm not supporting this business. It's a ripoff. People are awful. I'm going to Walmart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Scumbag mom and pops charging an arm and a leg for reasonable food that's good for you. No thanks.
Some of us are trying to survive out here.
They're in like the nicest house up on the hill.
The 1% mom and pops. That's funny. Yeah, it's fucking nuts, dude. It's crazy expensive out here. With the gas, right?
The gas. I keep
Good
talking
Lord.
about. So everyone's like, the gas is so expensive. It's like, I think the real problem is that $200 a month, an extra $200 a month, ruins everyone.
Yeah, exactly.
That's for sure the worst problem.
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, no, we're all on a very thin margin.
Yeah.
Like the gas, I can't pay for anything now.
$3 more. every
Yeah.
Go
time.
anywhere.
Dude, that's why like if I had one minor injury, I'm broke forever. Like not even a bad. Like if I broke like a wrist, I'm out for 10 years.
Do you have health insurance of any kind?
No, of course not.
I just got on the like freer health insurance. I was paying for it, but then they're like, "You're really not making enough. We can put you on the cheap California
Oh,
one."
nice.
Yeah.
But
I was
now
on it for a
probably
minute.
pays for nothing.
Yeah, right.
I think if you're on Medi-Cal, I was on that for a bit when the pandemic thing, and that's actually pretty good. They'll like hook you up with everything. But then if you make just enough money to not do that, you can't afford health insurance.
And then you have to pay back. Yeah.
Or the
I
shit
think
that
they
you can't
charge you
afford.
back.
Yeah. The shit, right, it's fucking evil. The shit you can't afford will get you nowhere. Like the minimum is like $3,000 deductible.
I had one that was like $300 a month, and the minimum you had to get up to like $7,500
That's
before they
fucking
paid for
wild.
stuff.
God
I
damn.
was like, so this
so
only works
crazy.
if I really hurt myself.
Yeah.
Like, sorry, buddy, $74.50.
Yeah.
Let me get it.
Throw an extra gauze
What?
bandage in, please.
Yeah,
Change
please,
in there. Yeah. What the hell?
Punch me in the eye. Treat me for that. I like hit my toenail and it was like coming off. My buddy dropped a stool on it because he's an idiot. And I went to the emergency room because I was
You
like,
fucking wrestler.
yeah, we were
the stool.
backyard.
You were
You guys
supposed
know
to
about
fake
me.
hit me with the stool.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch doesn't know how to
threw
take
me
a
off
punch.
a ladder. I almost had the belt.
You guys know about
So
my
my toenails
ECW
coming-
days.
Yeah.
Okay? A lot of backyard stuff.
Look, during the pandemic, we all had to do what we had to do.
I said balsa wood chairs. Son of a bitch comes in with cedar.
You can't wrestle inside anymore. So.
Yeah. Hey, can we just street fight? I think it's safer. Can we just do Kimbo Slice style, beat the
Yeah.
shit of each other in the backyard?
At least my feet are okay at the end of that.
Yeah.
We had to do 6 feet apart backyard wrestling.
So you had to throw stools.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
really, it's weapons only.
It was just poles. It was just Donatello
Yeah.
fighting.
We got masks. What about gloves? Can we get gloves?
I'm not going to hit someone with my hands. Those have germs on them. It really hurt them.
Yeah.
That's
You know, they
mean.
wear gloves and be like, oh, I don't know where your hands have been.
Yeah.
Covered in your sweat and blood.
Yeah. Well, I have COVID. Don't give me that.
Man, we're just trying to
Don't
fucking
give it back.
hit each other with nails and bats. Not get
Yeah,
COVID.
right?
Yeah, but I had to get it off, and it was $9,000.
What?
Yeah.
Wait, for your toenail?
Did they
Take my toenail, big toenail.
did they give you
injected
like
it.
tons of morphine?
No, she just was there for 20 minutes, was fucking an asshole to me. Why do doctors have to be assholes?
Yeah, like hey, you make lots of money.
This
Yeah.
is your job.
We know.
They look down on me like everything's my fault. You know?
Yes.
You think I was selling my toenails for heroin?
Yeah, exactly.
What do you think I was doing for this? The fuck?
You don't have a job without idiots like me.
Yeah, exactly.
for real.
I'm paying for your mansion because I'm stupid. ECW wrestling. But it was like, because when I walked into the emergency room, I knew like this is going to cost $1,000.
Yeah.
I'll pay for it over time because my fucking toe hurts. I started paying for that, and then I got a separate bill, and they called me. They're like, you haven't paid anything. And I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? They're like, oh, you just paid the doctor's bill. The emergency room visit's $10,000.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Like, am I buying a wing of the emergency room?
Yeah,
What
just-
the
Do I
Yeah.
get to, they
You're
get to
gonna-
name it after me?
Yeah, exactly. You better put my fucking name on the fucking building.
Bobby's Big Toe fucking medical.
somewhere. My toe bought this. This
Bobby's
bed.
Big Toe Ornithology.
Yeah, Bobby's Big Toe Memorial.
Can I get the gynecology wing?
Yeah.
I'd like to come visit. You're just a real creep about it.
I also, why do they always name hospitals like Memorial? You know, it's always something memorial. What about a living guy? Did anyone survive at this hospital?
How about we celebrate
like-
life here?
Yeah, John Huckabee Memorial.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
what did
named-
how did John die? It's like, we couldn't save him.
Yeah, so we got a
Very
wing.
minor.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
Very minor procedure, I'll be honest. That was our
easy.
fault.
It was actually
Oh,
infection.
we really fucked up.
Coulda,
Yeah, that's how they pay back the family. We'll just name a wing
we'll
after.
put his name in.
It is
yeah.
crazy. You still have to pay if your toe was to end up like becoming like gangrene or whatever, and you have to amputate it or something. You would have still had to pay that $9,000.
Yeah,
They'd be like, well,
and
we
they would
still
have
did our
charged
part.
you for amputating your
And
gangrene
and
foot.
they would
Yeah,
charge you
exactly.
again.
That's how they get you.
When they do the wrong arm, they charge you a second time to do the right one.
I got to sharpen the tools again.
I got to put on new gloves. These
Yeah.
ones are contaminated.
These are all icky. The doctors just,
That's a doctor I'm not going
these are just
to.
icky. I don't want to do it. Yeah, it's fucking ridiculous, dude. That's insane. America sucks.
Yeah.
This place is ridiculous.
Come in hurt and you're like sweating and stuff. They're like, can you like wipe your sweat off, please, before I amputate your arm?
Throw you a dirty towel.
Funny, like a doctor comes out covered in blood, like, hey, put a mask on.
It's a hospital,
Yeah,
sir.
this is a hospital. I'm trying to stay clean.
He's
Blood
just
and
pointing
semen all over our place.
Why semen? It was a complicated
It was
procedure.
a lot. It was.
It's been a long day.
We were in
been a
there for a
long-
while.
yeah.
I got bored. Don't worry about it.
We did a little everything. A little everything.
Let's try and make people feel a little less bad about spending $9,000 here.
We do a happy ending at this
Hey,
here
at least you
hospital.
came.
There's an option for a happy ending, okay? You turn over in the robe.
Yeah.
Let us know.
It's the cheapest part of the procedure.
That's only $60. So
Yeah.
pretty reasonable.
Charging normal happy ending prices.
Yeah.
This is wild.
$60 for the happy ending. $10,000 to walk into the room. Though.
Yeah.
The towel's very expensive.
Yeah.
What's
I'm
up?
like, yeah, I guess I'll get the happy ending.
Might as well. I'm here.
Not gonna-
At this
not-
point,
not take
fucking
it?
hell, yeah.
I got 320s on
Some-
me.
It's the only thing my
Cost,
insurance covers is a happy ending.
Got to hit the happy ending deductible.
Yeah, exactly.
You do have to be there for a certain amount of time. My parents told me that with their stuff because they're on, all the old people health insurance and whatnot. But you have to be in the hospital for a certain amount of time, or like the health insurance doesn't work. So they'll try and get you out of the hospital.
Oh, really?
Wow.
Yeah, like within that amount of time.
Wait, there's a deductible and a time limit?
Yeah, it's like, I don't know exactly how it works.
Why are
but
the doctors trying to get you out? Don't they get money either way?
They do get money, but I don't know.
I think then it hits the insurance, though, and maybe they don't get as much.
Yeah, because they've all got deals with the insurance too.
Okay.
And the insurance is always trying to not pay the hospital.
Oh yeah.
So they're
it's like
evil.
they're not trying to pay me too.
Yeah.
Fucking every chance anyone gets.
You don't matter in this situation.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, you are big on an insurance fraud. That's
Yeah,
kind of your
I
whole
know. I
thing.
love insurance fraud. me is the royal we.
Yeah.
The royal me.
Who doesn't
I,
love good?
all of
Willie
us.
Simon, as in all of us.
Exactly.
Not just when I pretend choke
Yeah,
at a diner.
Not just.
These eggs. Oh, no. Tell them I want the happy ending.
You got one of those wristbands. It's like the do not resuscitate. It's just like heavy ending, please.
The fucking life alert bracelet. That just hot nurse comes over. Yes,
Dude walks in, trying to rip your bracelet out. You're like, oh no.
It says do not resuscitate and happy ending. What does that mean?
I want to die how I live.
If I die,
Rules are rules.
if I die, that's how I want you to try to resuscitate me. No paddles.
Yeah.
No paddles.
Yeah, exactly.
I believe in the God's way.
You want to get my heart going? Do it the old-fashioned way. Jerk me off.
Make me
Maybe you
fall
could tell
in
my
love
wife
with
how I have to. Love is really the only thing that keeps me going at this point. So if you could look in my eyes while you do it. Happy ending hospital. That's not a bad idea.
Happy ending memorial. It's still memorial, huh? That's fucking crazy.
Well, we had to perfect the happy endings.
Yeah.
At first, we were
lost
way too
a lot
rough.
of good guys.
Way too aggressive.
One person tried jerking the guy off with the paddles. It didn't work out.
They used the surgery robot arms. Some Indian doctor's been in school for 20 years. Learn how to do it.
Grip's
More-
too tight. Grip's too tight.
Yeah. He has too much anesthesia. I can't feel anything. It doesn't work at all.
Get morphine dick.
Yeah, you're like, doctor, it's not you. I promise.
Yeah, this never happens.
This happens. No, it just happens.
It's
Every guy. Yeah, I know. Sure, the doctor's all down and out.
Yeah.
Sorry,
No,
man.
it's okay.
Look, you're a great doctor. You're a great doctor.
No, I know. It's
You're on the board.
You're the primary care physician on my list.
Yeah, dude, I got you as my contact list.
I request you every time I'm here.
It's fine,
wanna-
man. It's fine. It's been a rough week.
maybe you want to come back another time. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm
I'm
busy.
just so busy.
Yeah, I mean, I'll call you
kinda
or
already did
something.
that, yeah.
I'll page
show up
you.
one day.
Okay, yeah.
Doctor
I'm
still
not-
have pagers. I'll page you. On the hospital intercom.
Well, I mean, if you need me, my number's on the bill that we'll be sending you. Yeah, I've got your number. Check it out.
Yeah, it's fine.
That'd be funny, like a very dramatic ER type show, but it's all based on hand jobs.
It's like Grey's Anatomy. People keep dying. All the doctors die. They always most of the work they do is jerking off.
Yeah,
Everyone
it's
just
all
comes in with a
jerk-off
bad
based.
case of blue balls.
It's the worst one I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's not a comedy. It's a
No,
serious show.
It's a strict
It's a
drama.
very serious
It's a strict
show.
drama, but all they deal with is doctors who do happy endings. There's a guy comes in from like he's the best doctor in the world, like a special episode. You know?
Yeah.
He's just like the ringer guy. You show him how it's done, boys. He doesn't use gloves. That's his secret.
That's crazy.
He doesn't even use lube. It's crazy.
Yeah.
His hands are naturally soft.
so naturally moist. They say he's never even seen lube.
He's got large pores. They say he's never even seen.
It's like he was born to do it. You should be able to request that. That's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
At a hospital. $50,000. Give me a hand job. For God's sake.
You can do your other hand. You can do your off hand. I don't care.
It used to be a medical procedure back in the day before we believed women had orgasms.
Yeah.
You'd send them there and fucking deal with her hysteria or whatever.
Yeah, they're going crazy.
The doctor would finger blast her wife for $700. That's crazy. We used to do that. That's so funny. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's got
Two
the
fingers.
vapors. She's just fucking horny. Because I gotta go
Well, it's
eat
like-
out this guy's wife.
Yeah. Well, it's either this or the lobotomy. Just finger her. It's fine.
Oh, whatever. Either one. I
Yeah,
don't
it
care.
doesn't matter.
I think she just hasn't come. I think she's a witch. She must be a witch.
Let's try burning her first. If that doesn't work, maybe some light fingering. That's really funny how little we knew.
Oh, we've always known so little. That's why it's like there's still got to be some stuff we know so little about.
I bet you we
now.
know like
Oh,
10%.
yeah.
We're not at the top.
No.
Yeah, for real.
We're at the top of where we've been as a species, but
Yeah.
still know nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, if anything, things are worse. No, there's no medical fingerings anymore.
I know.
This sucks, this era of medicine. People are still dying all the time, and there's no, like, cocaine and fingering. It's like fucking stuff you can prescribe people.
Gotten way worse.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have a huge mental health issue problem. Maybe some light fingering.
Send those
Yeah,
boys
right?
in for some
Yeah.
fucking, school shooter.
Yeah, depressed, fist my ass.
If you're an incel, you should have to get jerked off once a month at a hospital. That's part of your treatment.
Yeah.
We'll put you on antipsychotic meds. Also,
And-
this doctor's going to jerk you off.
You're going to see Sugar here.
Dr. Sugar.
Yeah,
He's
Dr. Sugar.
He's a professional. That's just a coincidental name. I think that would help.
Yeah.
I think it's a good idea. We haven't tried it yet, at least.
Right?
Yeah, for real.
I mean, the guns aren't going anywhere, let's be honest.
Yeah, exactly. We can at least make people come.
Start jerking off some young boys.
Yeah.
Which I've been saying for years. You guys know
Yeah,
that
no,
about
no,
me.
that's
You
why
guys
we
know
have
that
Flagrant.
about me. Yeah.
I mean, it definitely has to be done in a specific hospital.
Absolutely. One where I work.
Yeah. Possibly the Catholic Church. They should open a.
Yeah, right? What happened to that ward?
I mean, altar boys, they're all fucked up, but they never shoot anything up,
It's true.
You got trauma,
Yeah.
but you're not shooting people.
Yeah.
I think it's a fair trade.
Yeah, exactly. No, the only way you get shooting people if you're bullied.
Yeah.
The Ultra Boys probably weren't bullied also.
No.
They were just jerked
No,
off.
they were the coolest kids, the
Yeah.
coolest Ultra Boys.
Yeah.
Got his collar popped up.
Yeah. What's fucking good?
I get to sing in the front.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna bully people for years to come now.
Yeah.
I'm going to reverse the thing that
Yeah,
happened to me.
they've made bullies.
No,
yeah.
no, no. The cycle of abuse begins with me.
Now I'll molest. Now I'll start molesting.
Were you guys bullies in school or get bullied?
I don't know. I was somewhere in the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me too.
Same.
Seems like Connecticut everyone was a bully.
Yeah, it was weird when I was like 8th, 9th grade. I got bullied, but it was by my good friends.
Yeah, exactly.
But it was vicious bullying.
Yeah.
And then I got taller. I grew and punched one of the guys that I was friends with, who was like the leader guy. And then everybody was like, "Ah, Rob's cool."
Would they physically bully you at all?
Yeah,
or just
absolutely.
mainly? Oh, okay.
No, yeah, it was just you get beat up all the time. But then I grew up and I just punched a guy, and everybody was like, "Oh, Rob's cool now."
All right, he fights back.
All
Now
right.
sucks.
Yeah, can't just beat him up anymore.
That was how I learned how to communicate with people growing up.
They show you love if you hit them in the
Yeah,
face.
if I'm violent towards them, they'll respect me.
You're at a club. You're like, "Hey, Rob, sorry, we just gotta cancel the weekend." Wow. And you're like, "Hey, he's pretty cool. Never mind. We're in."
Change my mind. I love this
We'll go
guy.
sell some more tickets for you.
Yeah. Listen, Rob, we were wrong.
Yeah, turns out I think violence should be more accepted as adults.
Yeah.
I think there's not enough bullying in life as adults.
Yeah, it
My
used to be a huge thing, like fucking
to be able to go
New York
slap
in the
a guy.
'70s. People
Yeah.
getting fucking punched and stabbed all the time.
Right.
Good era.
Settle things like men in the streets with knives.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. when the just everyday life is so scary, you know, that your real problems don't bother you so much.
Yeah, exactly.
Everyone's bothered by the most small, minuscule thing.
I gotta worry about going to the store.
Yeah. They're out of the drink I want, or I can't go to this restaurant or get these sneakers that I really want. You know, it doesn't really matter if you're like, I might get stabbed today.
Yeah, right. Or even punched.
Yeah, or even
If I'm gonna go get punched in the face, I was like, you know, I don't really want a Gatorade. I'm good. I got water at home.
You don't want to be dressed nice. They're gonna take your things.
Exactly. Yeah, now everyone's so flashy.
Yeah.
Like, someone should get robbed.
That was like a huge deal for a minute, like people getting their Jordans stolen.
Yeah.
I remember like the early 90s, that was like every other news story for some reason.
When
Some guy got his Jordan
And
stolen.
shoes are such a hard thing to steal.
I know.
You gotta get the right size.
standing on those.
You gotta fucking, just gotta get him
You
on
gotta
the back.
flip the guy over.
You have to
turtle.
you have to be dedicated. You have to put your face near their
You
foot.
have to gingerly untie a bow.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they're basketball shoes. They're on there.
If you're
They're not
nice,
slip-on Vans.
exactly. If you're nice, you wash his feet after.
The guy's like, "Oh, you want my shoes?" You got to put your hands on their shoulder and like put your foot up so they can take your shoe off.
Yeah, exactly.
Hold on, my balance isn't great. Here you
Stability's
go.
bad, Playboy.
I think I almost got my shoes stolen once. I was walking around in a downtown area, and a guy just like was walking by, and he's like, "Hey, what size shoes do you wear?" I was like, 9.5, and he's like, "All right," and he just kept walking. I was like, "Oh man, I'm glad I don't have the same size shoes that he wears."
Should have lied. I've been like, women's 5.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got some real tiny feet. Never mind.
I answered accurately still. I'm like, why am I being asked this question?
Yeah, exactly.
No, wait, they're 12s. I mean, 12s.
Yeah.
Just
People
get all
stop there.
emasculated. You're like, come take them, please.
People stop Eric on the street. What's your mom's maiden name? He's like, just tells them. Ah, shit, I shouldn't have done that.
The last 4 digits of your social security.
Yeah.
Damn it.
357. What's your name?
So what is this for?
Am
Come
I
back.
being interviewed? Hey, hold on.
The most honest boy in the world. Can't tell a lie.
When I don't know what's going on at first, I just answer honestly. I'm like, wait a second, what?
That is the worst defense I've ever heard. Immediately tell the truth.
I'm really glad he didn't come try and steal my shoes either, because I had a bunch of cash on me at that time.
He's like, man, I could buy another pair of shoes with this.
And I will. The normal size this time.
Yeah. Not this 9.5 shit.
Yeah, I don't know. I never got. Did you get bullied or bullying?
Not much. I guess I found out from like friends that I like verbally bullied friends and stuff. They're like, "Hey, you were kind of like talk shit all the time." I'm like, yeah, that's what we all did, right? And they're like, it was mainly you.
That's how we shot the shit, right?
Yeah.
Nah,
you
we
kinda-
didn't like you.
No, you kind of created that whole environment.
Yeah, it was kind of hostile lunchtime environment.
We actually had a really good time before we were friends with you, and then you kind of turned us all against each
So we
other.
stopped calling it a hangout and stuff.
We figured you had stuff going on at home, so we let it slide. But yeah, it was hurtful.
No, my friends all talked shit to each other. I was part of the like skaters and punk kids.
Yeah.
So everyone talked shit to each other.
Yeah, same. There was this comedian kid out here who was like born in L.A. I think he was pretty well off, and we were outside of a club and we were joking around, and I made fun of some kid for being Jewish, because you have to. You have to.
No, you got to keep it down.
But we were all joking around, and then that kid was like joking, and he was like, haha. And then looked at the ground, and I was like, what's wrong, dude? And he was like, I don't know, we were just taught not to do that growing up out here. I was like, do what? And he's like, make fun of somebody for being different in any way. I was like, what are you talking about?
Yeah. So what'd you do for fun?
Yeah, I was like, you never made fun of your buddies? And he was like, never.
Have you ever had
Wow.
friends? Yeah.
He was like, we never did that. I was like, that's fucking wild. Why are you in comedy?
Also,
Yeah,
who
for
taught
real.
you that? No one taught that out here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No one
that's
taught
what
that
he said.
anywhere.
Yeah, exactly. No, you don't get taught that. You learn that. That's,
It's weird.
You don't
one of
make
those
fun of
things.
people for being different. Well, what do you make fun of them for?
yeah.
Being the same?
If you make fun of
Nah, you believe in the
someone-
same God as me,
Yeah.
pussy.
Yeah.
you make fun of someone for being the same as you, then you're just making fun of yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's no fun.
It's just odd. Because we were all clearly joking, and he was like, really got upset. And I was like, damn, dude. All right.
That's hilarious.
Those
Yeah,
people
that
are
was
like
pretty funny.
Nanette and whatnot. They shouldn't all the Hannah Gadsby stuff, which is don't make fun of yourself.
Yeah.
Which means you have to make fun of other people.
That's how I took that special.
I
I took
thought that's what
that
it was
special
all
as
about.
pick on difference.
Self-love.
Yeah.
Well, someone's got to get this hate.
Yeah. what
Where's
else am I
it
to make
gonna go?
jokes
Yeah,
about?
where's it going to go if I don't turn it inward?
Who's
Can't
gonna
make
have
fun of
hate?
This
mine.
is your idea.
I'm not going to make fun of my family. I'm going to make fun of your family.
I wash my hands of this. I take no responsibility.
Listen, I
This
was
is your fault.
I was a good self-hating boy before you.
I really
taught me
dislike
otherwise.
myself. Now I love
now
myself.
Now I love myself, and you're all assholes.
Still, the hate's got to go somewhere. You dumb lesbian. That was wacky.
Just
What were you gonna
I was
say?
going to say go get intimate details about someone else's family and then just talk about theirs on stage like it's yours.
So my mom's Indian. I'm like, what?
I was thinking about doing that. Maybe just come up with 2 different race parents.
Yeah.
That I'm clearly not.
Yeah.
Like my dad's Indian and my mom's Italian. Isn't that weird? Just have 20 minutes.
And I
on
look
it.
like this.
Yeah. People are like, okay, I guess so.
Yeah.
They'd probably believe you.
People always tell me I don't look like I'm also that other thing.
Yeah.
But I am.
My least favorite joke I hear all the time out here is like, my mom's this and my dad's this, so I'm Mexican.
I fucking hate it.
Always, always.
The joke
so
is always
I'm Mexican.
The joke is always I'm Mexican.
Yeah.
It's always I'm Mexican.
It's never another race.
And it's very rarely accurate.
Yeah, exactly. You're like,
My
"No,
dad's
not
Australian
really."
and my mom's from Peru.
Yes, I'm Mexican. Not at all. You look Australian.
Yeah. You have a boomerang. You're holding a boomerang. Oh, I hate
Peruvian
that
at
fucking joke.
best.
That's the lamest shit. Those
Yeah.
like hack setup, like, or when you get on stage and you're like, I know what you guys are thinking. It's like, no, you don't. You
Yeah.
don't know what I'm thinking.
I'm
One of
thinking,
my,
boo.
I'm thinking I hate this
Get off
fucking
the stage.
I hate
That's
this
what I'm
fucking
thinking.
premise. That's what I'm thinking.
I used to see it. I don't go to a roast battle or watch them anymore, really. But when I used to go to them, you'd watch comics go up and have a joke told at them, and then the next week you'd see them doing that on
That's
stage.
so funny.
Oh, I know,
Like,
dude.
I hate this.
Yeah, you suck.
I was helping a girl write for one once, and she was going against a girl named Katrina, and I was like, make a Hurricane Katrina joke. She was like, I don't really do that. It was like a pussy, whatever.
Yeah.
It was decent. And she was like, and that's not really my kind of humor. And I was like, okay. And I went to see it, and she got destroyed. And then after, I forgot who it was. It was like a big, I think it might have been Neil Brennan.
Yeah.
And I was just talking about him. He made the exact joke I said against her.
That's
And it
hilarious.
devastated.
Right.
And I was just staring at her off stage like,
Devastated like
What did I
Hurricane
fucking say?
Katrina.
I tried to help.
I love those. Or like when someone's like, you get that on the ride home. No,
Oh,
no,
yeah.
No, I got it. And it was terrible.
No, that's the worst. Where it's like, well, is that too smart for you guys? It's like,
Yeah.
dude, not at all.
Not even a little bit.
It's too not funny for us. That's the issue that we're having right now.
Yeah, it's
Too
not
smart
a,
has never been a description word for you, ever.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't think I've ever heard a joke that's too smart for me. Ever.
Not one time. I've
once.
always got it.
I understand this joke. And if I don't, it's a terrible joke.
Yeah, exactly.
Even when I don't quite get the reference or person,
You still
the
get
name
it.
or something, I'm like, I understand where they're going.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
You're saying he's an old guy.
Yeah,
Sure.
I got it. Yeah.
I don't know Rupert whoever, but
It's like, oh, it's because women have periods. Oh, I'm like driving home. Oh,
son of a, you just
oh my
hysterically
God.
laughing,
Hit the brakes.
flip the car. That son of a bitch.
Oh my God.
That's so funny. Just shooting a gun into the air. Good God.
Ripping your teeth out.
6 people
Lose your mind. There's a picture of it.
6 people were shot today when a man jumped out of his car screaming, I finally get the
oh, I
joke.
get
It was
it."
too smart.
A man got a joke on the way home. Yeah, there's all this. Or like, I look like this. That's a classic one, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I look like if blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, it needs to stop.
It's got to stop.
Yeah.
That's like Yo Mama jokes at this point.
Yeah,
Like-
dude. But I'll see him on like comedy, or not Comedy Central, but like Netflix specials. Frequently,
yeah.
where they're like, I know I look like if Himmerman and Shimanadu did a blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't, that's not your joke. You did different words, but it's not your, that sucks.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
exactly.
can talk about your appearance, just make you, just not the mix of
Yeah.
Don't
a
do
thing
the
and a
mix.
thing.
You're doing fucking color by numbers stand up.
Yeah.
Literally, you're paint by numbers comedy here. This fucking Mad Lib.
I know
exactly.
Brian already did that segment thing where they would take like 2 celebrities and put
Celebrity,
them together
yeah.
and make their baby or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been done.
Yeah, exactly.
To death.
It's been done with fucking. You ever seen that game Guess Who? Yeah, that's that joke.
Yeah.
I don't think we can play that game nowadays, right?
I don't know. Yeah.
I mean,
Very racial.
it's harder to ask questions for sure.
Is he?
Is it a? Did you say he? That's
he-
not the game I'm playing.
Are they
Yeah.
wearing glasses? You mean are they visually impaired?
Yeah.
Yeah. We don't know. He might be, but he's unprescribed
Yeah,
because
he
he's
might be
nervous
wearing
about
them.
doctors.
He might be wearing them for fun.
All
They
right,
them
this
could be
game
wearing
sucks.
it for style.
Do they look like they've eaten too much? Oh, come on.
Why does it matter if he's Asian? We're playing Guess Who. That's why.
Is he wearing a blue shirt?
And then you Just say a super racial slur.
Yeah.
Is it, ain't it?
Just trying to narrow it down as quick as possible.
Just trying to know if I should be scared or not.
Like cops coming in and being like asking you to describe someone. You're like, oh man, I don't want to do this.
Yeah.
That was actually an Amy Schumer sketch. And she got in trouble because they said that she ripped that off from somebody else. Like that, she was at I forgot what the fuck it was.
I'm going to bet Kurt Metzger wrote it.
I think Metzger's involved in it, yeah. And then they were like, you're at a store and somebody helped you. And you're like, well, who helped you? And she goes, it's a black guy. And she's like, here's the guy. Funny joke, but comedy sucks. Everything's been done.
Yeah.
It's all been done. What's the next thing?
It's not fun.
Yeah, I don't know.
Robots.
I hope it's just this forever. It's kind of like how kind of music stopped after like the 2009 about. You know what I mean? There isn't like really new.
Just jam
like we've had
stuff together.
We've had like trap rap for like 12 years. I feel like that's the longest run of a genre.
Yeah.
Without it really changing ever.
What
for
was
a while,
it?
You know?
Early 2000s to like what was it? 2000 and 2010? Was it still like emo shit? Was that what
There's
was
still
big?
some of that.
Gone in. When did mumble rap start? That was like mid 2015s or
Yeah.
Something like that. Yeah, but
maybe a little
that was
bit
like
early.
2 years though. It didn't last very long.
yeah. It's kind of flowed into. What
But that's
we
like
have
trap
still.
now too. Is like mumble rap mixed with that, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not all trap anymore. But
Yeah.
I think people are just mixing all genres and making everything pop.
Yeah,
Yeah,
everything's
exactly.
pop. That's what it is. Nothing's like there's no rock and roll.
No.
There's no like fucking awesome rock band that's like dying in a hotel room
Yeah,
from heroin.
There's
We
still
need
some, There's still some great rappers who are doing good stuff, but
sure.
they're all from like 2010.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I
They're
know
like
tons
all
of
the
people
last good
that
ones.
play instruments and they still mainly just make music on the computer though.
Yeah,
Like,
for real.
that. Yeah.
Some will go and play some of the instruments at least, but
Yeah, no.
Well, it's like that dude
not the
Dead
majority
Mouse.
of it.
He literally can't play a single instrument,
oh yeah.
and he makes computer programs
Yeah.
that sound real good. And he's like aware of it too. He'll like talk shit on himself. He's like, yeah, I can't fucking play anything, but I know how to do this.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's a really
exactly.
smart, nerdy guy. I knew
Yeah.
someone who worked with him, and like he's got all the circuit board, soundboard things, and like does just this wire to this
Yeah.
wire and this to this.
Oh,
and
no way,
Gets
damn.
these weird sounds, so he gets his specific sounds. But
It's awesome,
yeah,
but it's like crazy
engineering.
that that's a
Yeah,
thing
exactly.
in music.
yeah,
Like I saw an old video of the Beastie Boys on Letterman from '93. They played Sabotage. It's fucking sick. If you've never seen it, you should watch it. But they're playing their instruments, and it blew my mind.
yeah. 'Cause they started out as a band.
Yeah, they're fucking playing instruments.
I didn't know they actually played instruments.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They were like a
started out
punk
as, like, a
band.
punk band.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Word.
Sabotage is sick. It's a great song.
That's awesome.
But yeah, they were on Letterman playing, and I was like, dude, I forgot this is what happened.
Yeah.
You used to play your instruments.
Yeah.
Yeah, most people I think will still hire a band to go play the late night shows and things like that.
Yeah.
It just looks weird if it's just you up there
Right.
to a track, unless you are a big pop star.
Right. But usually you're not the one playing the instrument and singing.
True.
Yeah, you're like up front singing.
Yeah. I wonder if they is that like hired? Oh, yeah, I guess it is
Yeah,
a
it's
hired
just
band.
a lot of times too. They go on tour with too.
Right.
Like Justin Bieber and people like that go out with a band. I've hung out with those guys before.
Justin Bieber?
His band came out. No, not him.
So you're hanging out with Bieber?
No.
What are you doing here?
Friend was
Yeah.
was security guard for him, and they had a night off, and so he brought some of the band guys out, and they were backstage with us, and we're all like drinking and smoking weed, and they're like, "This is so fun," because they have to be like clean cut. They can't do shit. Like
Wow.
they are hired guns.
Yeah,
So,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
I can see
They,
that though. It's
you
like
know.
billion-dollar tours and
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
It's
Like, you
fucking
have to
a lot
be
of money on the
on.
line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a corporate business rock and roll.
Yeah. I know, dude. Everything's like a lot of music is just made for money now. I think that's
All of
most
it.
art. Most art is just made for money now.
Yeah, there's no one even like what's her name was kind of maybe one of the Amy Winehouse, like it was pop and shit, but she like had some soul and
Right.
sang like
Yeah.
some things that were meaningful, but most of it is just fucking horseshit. There's nothing beyond like I miss my boyfriend, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, they need to find new things to sing about, just like comedy. Hack.
I know.
Everyone's fallen in love and had their heart broken. Sing about something else.
Yeah, exactly.
Do something less universal
Yeah.
that I can't relate to.
Yeah.
Be more specific. Tell us about your parents.
Yeah.
Yeah. What races are they?
Yeah.
Tell me about the race of your parents.
Yeah.
What
if
do
your
you
parents
look
were
like?
two races, how would you be Mexican?
Since you didn't have a struggle, tell us about your parents' struggle.
Yeah.
Give me the algebra on your Mexican. How do you get to that?
Yeah, how do you get to that Mexican punchline?
Yeah, it's fucking dumb.
So you just gotta learn another language and go do stand up somewhere else where you don't have to be.
Dude, that's an idea.
more ahead.
Or you ever watch? Yeah, you ever watch like Australian stand up? And you're
Yeah.
like, I'm just gonna go take over.
Yeah.
I can do this.
Koalas are wild. It's like the dumbest shit, and people are fucking loving it. Dude, I could just with one simile, take over that country.
Dude, same with like UK stand up. I know
A lot of
like
UK
that,
stand-up, yeah.
Like I know there's some good people, but there's also like most people are just fucking like.
Yeah, there's like-
you're an American comic, you go over there, you're just like, oh my god, do every fucking show. Come
Yeah,
fucking.
well, it's like the people who are doing like stadiums out there are people who would just be like club headliners out here.
Yeah,
it's like, yeah, you're a
exactly.
good
And
club
that's what
headliner,
happens,
you're
though.
good.
That's
Yeah.
what happened. Like
Yeah.
even what's
They're
his
doing
name?
Wembley.
yeah,
Before he got super famous, Jeff, Australian dude.
I know what you're talking about. I
Not
can't remember.
Foxworthy.
Dunham.
No,
No, not Jeff Dunham.
Jeff Dunham.
the Australian
The other guy.
Jeff, fucking
Jeff,
drinky guy.
Oh, Jim Jeffries?
Jim
Jeffries.
Jeffries,
Okay.
that's it. Yeah, he was like
Yeah,
a
Australian.
headliner there, and then he moved here, and he was just like club guy. It
Got
took him
bit- yeah.
forever, and he's still not like what he was there. You
Yeah,
know?
he was doing theaters and stuff for a little while. I don't know if he still
He
is.
got big here. Yeah, he got
I
his
think that
show
gun-
out here, and he got...
He did that gun joke that like blew up.
Yeah.
and blew up out here. It
But-
blew up for both. It was like both everyone loves it, and then people who are super pro guns are like, "Fuck you! You don't know anything about having guns. You're Australian. Like, stop talking about our laws."
Yeah.
Yeah.
which is like so weird. It's like you can still comment on another country's.
I hate
stuff.
that shit. I hate
Yeah.
whenever anybody's like, you can't say something because you're not of that. Dude, when the
Yeah.
Will Smith thing happened, I signed up for Twitter because I was like, I got some hot takes.
Like, that's what made you finally.
I
Get
hadn't
Twitter.
been on in like 10 years.
Yeah.
I was like, I got some
You're
hot
like,
takes.
I bet no one's commenting on this on Twitter.
yeah. I was like, I got some,
I'll be the one guy.
I'm gonna go make a name for myself with this Will Smith stuff. And I made some dumb joke, and some dude commented, he was like, you can't comment on this because this is between two black men. And I was like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, what do you mean?
That has nothing to do with it. So stupid.
You can comment on anything. That's
Yeah.
what's great about seeing stuff.
People talking about Ukraine and Russia war. Like, hey, you can't comment on that.
Yeah.
Like, I can comment on whatever I want.
Keep your mouth shut about the war.
Yeah.
That's what that whole woke thing is, though, is like that side of comedy. It's like, if you're not of that, you can't speak on it. It's like, that's not how reality works.
Yeah, for real. Yeah, do I not live in the same world as you?
Yeah, I might not have as personal a connection to it on how I comment on it, but that can be taken into account.
Yeah.
Also, that
exactly.
might be better. I might
Yeah.
have a better perspective because I'm not emotionally
Right.
invested.
Yeah, you know who can see that my family's crazy better than me? Other people
Yeah.
when they see my family.
Yeah, you know how you go to
Exactly.
a therapist and they're not part of your life
Yeah.
for that exact reason, to give you a better view on it?
Yeah. Well, it's like you can't comment on the Will Smith, Chris Rock thing. I have the same take as every black guy. Like, man, that was crazy. It's not like you're saying anything different.
Nah, I got real
Not a
racial on
massive
mine.
take. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
To be fair, I
I'm
got
not like-
real racial on mine. So, well, this goes back to Jim Crow. If we're being just
Yeah, just
real
fucking-
militant black about it, as MLK once said. Why are you doing this, Rob?
Rob Pugliese's a hotep.
Yeah, he's a black Israelite.
What a
You didn't know that? He identifies as a black Israelite. Those guys are still out there.
Oh yeah, dude.
They're in
That's fucking-
Sherman Oaks.
Really? No way. That's
I see
funny.
him on the corner of Van Nuys and Ventura every Saturday.
My buddy told me there's a lot in Detroit.
Yeah, New York City too.
Really?
You could give me $1,000. I have no idea what that's about.
Yeah, right.
I've never stopped to even.
I was
give
like,
a shit.
black people are Jews? Like, yeah, sure, whatever. Fine, say that. You can say
Oh,
that.
that's right.
I
They're
don't
the
care.
original
Well, I
Jews.
think it has to
right?
be that they're
Yeah.
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 Cool.
Black people are Jews. I'm a Chinese Israelite. The Chinese are Jews.
It's a tough word for them to say too. So Israelite. It's unfortunate.
And we're not going to demonstrate how they would say it.
No, I will.
Yeah, no, God, no. Yeah.
That's too smart of a joke for you. You'll get that later.
Yeah, get it on the right home.
Later. Car's crashing right now.
Oh,
I was already on the way
it's
home.
because
You ever do a joke and you have it and it's like, I used to have this joke where it was I did a shitty Chinese accent, but it was part of the joke. It made sense. I promise.
yeah,
I did it to make people laugh.
Yeah.
It's fine.
But for sure that was the reason they were laughing. You
Yeah.
know, it was the wrong reason, but it was still funny. And I would do it, and every time I would do it, I would be like, oh, fuck, here we go. I'm going to do this joke. And it would either go great, people love it, or they would fucking hate it. And I was just like, I'm not doing that anymore. It's too mentally taxing on
yeah.
me.
And when you have to brace yourself for your own joke, you're like, maybe I shouldn't be doing this. Maybe I'm not strong enough for this. Right?
You're like leaning on the mic stand, but you're like gripping it real tight.
Yeah,
and just, like,
exactly.
Blood
knuckling
coming
it.
out of my hand.
Oh, here's this next bit.
It's like what I find funny alone versus what I know is allowed is two completely different things.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't have full responsibility to the audience, but you do have to make it fun You have to attempt to make it fun for the audience.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
For sure.
At least a
You don't
little
want to
bit.
be up there just like, well, I think this is funny. I don't like those comics either.
Yeah,
No, you gotta give them a little bit of leeway for.
yeah.
Sure.
I think for to have any success in stand up or any kind of comedy, what you think is funny has to be a little bit what other people think is funny. You can't
Unless you're
be
just like dialed in entirely, but
Yeah.
that'd be weird if you were.
yeah. You can't just be fucking. Even guys like Andy Kaufman or something like that doing some weird shit that probably only he thinks is funny. It's only funny because you're like, this is fucking crazy. It's not because it's like, oh, I see how this is a nuanced whatever the fuck he
Yeah.
was thinking. You know?
Yeah.
I'm just like, he's wrestling women. That's hilarious.
That's a lot of the people are like, yeah, it's pretty great. Guy fighting ladies.
Yeah.
And then there's another 10% that are like, oh, I see what he's actually doing.
Yeah, exactly. You're like,
Why is he doing it?
Yeah.
I'll get it on the ride home. What's weird is you couldn't do that now. You can't
Fight
do
ladies.
People frown on that. I tried to do it at one of my shows.
It was after the show, but
Oh, what? You guys don't like Andy Kaufman?
yeah.
We do that on the next
I'm
Halloween show where you
sorry.
do someone else's bit.
That's actually really funny. Dress up as Andy Kaufman as the wrestler and just invite women on stage, beat the shit out of them. No, it's a comedy show.
Yeah.
I'm doing a character.
I tried to hit a girl at my show. Well, it was 8 hours after in a different town, but
Of course, it was my wife and we were at home. However, I consider it.
well, I was still feeling the energy from the show.
It's riding
Still
high.
up, yeah.
Hyped up on that
You know.
juice. But you can't, there's no Andy Kaufman guys now. I hate that. Whenever anybody tries to do that at a comedy show.
Yeah.
I feel like that's not allowed anymore at all.
There's
Yeah.
people who try it. There's still some people who try it.
Yeah.
But you
Definitely
can't,
not good.
You can't do it
LA
like
has a lot of them.
to the level that he did and have it be popular anymore. It's like it's
Right.
done. That's
Yeah.
been done. You can't do it.
Yeah.
And you can do weird shit, but there has to be jokes in it, like
Right.
joke structure and fucking a regular act.
And you definitely don't get to be part of the stand-up comedy world. You can go be part of the improv world.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah. Or
Hey,
that,
you gotta get away from
there's like alt stand up.
stand-up.
There's like
Right.
that world, but
You can visit a club every now and then,
Right.
But you're not.
yeah, you're doing weird black box theaters across the country if you're doing that shit. you
Yeah,
know? Which might be better. I don't know.
probably.
I'm probably making more money, to be honest.
yeah.
Like, what a loser. He's not working the clubs. All right, here's $20,000 of my money. Just take it and
Yeah, it's fucking.
give me my $800.
Yes, I want taxes taken out. Of that.
Yes, of course. Hell yeah, club work. Yeah, I lost money on this run, but club work.
I'm working the club.
Down $300 from last fucking weekend. It is stupid how little you get paid
Yeah.
doing it if you're not like a known person.
Oh yeah, dude.
It's a wild. There's no middle ground.
Yeah.
I know.
It's either you are getting fucked or you're a millionaire.
Yeah, exactly. I'm always thinking we should do there should be a comedy union, there's an actors union and a writers union, but also I could see how that would ruin people's lives completely
Yeah.
too. Where
It's
it's like if you're not in a
Yeah.
union, then you're totally fucked, or
Right.
fucking that's the only people who can work or whatever the hell.
Well, they tried to do that with the
Yeah.
whole Born. What was it? Dying Up Here. That whole thing in the 70s. Out here.
Oh.
Was they weren't getting paid at all.
Oh, yeah, right.
It was like Robin Williams and Richard Pryor. And they were like,
Yeah.
And they negotiated with the store and the other ones to get $15 a
set.
Do you know how much you get paid in 2020?
It's $16, I think.
It's the same fucking amount.
Yeah.
From 1970.
I think they upped
Yeah.
it
when
a
they
few bucks.
unionized to do it.
Yeah.
They didn't even win the union thing. A guy had to jump off a building.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
Fine.
Wasn't they're like, all right, well these guys are jumping off buildings. We should probably
I guess we'll give them
think about this.
$15.
Here's $15.
Hey, that's $1 a minute of working.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I remember I did a show there like 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago at the
At the place that guy jumped off the
Oh, yeah,
building.
the improv, yeah. Here's your $10.
and they get the fucking he came and handed me an envelope. I was like, all right, and I opened it up and it was a $10 bill.
Yeah.
The envelope's very silly.
Yeah, no, it's so dumb.
In
Yeah,
the
you have
lab,
to
they won't
sign-
give you an envelope.
You have to sign stuff and they tax it.
Yeah.
Am I getting taxed for
That's
this $10?
crazy.
Do I have to claim this $10 later?
You'll only get taxed if it breaks a certain amount.
I gave a guy a
Which it won't.
$10
Yeah.
check once working sound there.
Did you? Yeah, I got
There
a
wasn't-
$25 check once.
Yeah. There wasn't enough cash in the safe upstairs or something like that. And they were like, Yeah, we're not really liquid right now. He's like, here's a fucking Hollywood Improv. What are you talking about? You're not a liquid.
We got a lot banked on this new
All
Dunham
right, if you
hour.
guys aren't
Yeah,
making money and the comics aren't making, so who's making money?
They have to be
There's
doing good,
people
right?
here.
Yeah,
They
I
make
wonder.
a lot of money, right? They have.
I know
to.
the other improvs make a lot of money, and I think part of the reason why the Hollywood one is open because it's like without the Hollywood one being open, it's
a
just a
ground zero.
fucking. It's like a loony bin,
Right.
almost,
Right.
You know what I mean?
Hollywood
It
is a
becomes like just another
flagship
thing.
for-
Yeah,
But they have to be making a profit.
I'm
They
not-
might be.
I
but
think
it-
so.
It doesn't
I
necessarily.
think
mean it's a
I think
big
now
one.
they are. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think recently though, like I'm pretty
'Cause
sure they
the-
were not making
the
money.
building's
got to
be expensive to have, even though they've been there forever.
They got to
Like,
own it though. At this
Maybe.
point,
I don't know.
They have to. It's been there
I'm not
since
sure.
the fucking 60s, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or 70s.
Yeah, it's been. I think it was like early '70s. I'm pretty sure.
They have to own the
Yeah,
building.
Yeah, they probably bought the building.
Yeah.
I would think,
Still-
maybe not, but I don't
Still,
know.
all the upkeep, all that
I
stuff.
feel like someone
LA 's
owns,
expensive.
like some billionaire owns that whole block.
Yeah,
so you
that's
gotta
usually
pay
how
rent
it
to
is.
them. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I doubt that. I don't know if I owned fucking real estate on Melrose, I'd do my best to keep it.
Sure.
If I was a fucking billionaire,
Yeah.
dude. You know, I'm not gonna let some fucking comedy club buy it.
Yeah,
But
but it is an institution's been there forever, and it's funny to think that they're like barely eking by.
yeah, well, it's like how like statues probably don't make money, but they're you're like it's history.
Statues don't make money.
Yeah, statues don't make any money at all.
I give a couple of
Even
bucks to
on,
the
like,
Robert
you know,
E. Lee.
throw, yeah.
Every time I see a
George
Robert E.
Washington,
Lee.
here's a couple bucks.
Who do you expect to give the statues money? What are,
It's my
No, I'm
forefathers.
saying, like in the improv's kind of like it's just it's a
statue?
historical place. You know, it's a statue you can go into and
Yeah, but it's
buy,
a
buy
it's a
drinks
business
at.
also, Willie.
Yeah, exactly. I know. But I mean, it's more important that the history is there than it makes money. Is what I mean.
Yeah. I mean, Statue of Liberty. There you go.
what you're saying is we
Does that
shouldn't
make
have
money?
torn down all those statues, right?
No,
That's-
we should
that's what I
definitely.
No, I hear
we
you,
should
Will.
definitely build more slave statues.
Didn't know that about you, dude.
Or
I'm just saying we're taking
or
too
you
put
much
it back
said,
up. Yeah.
improv
Why don't we
uses
put up
comedians
Columbus
like
again?
slaves.
Yeah,
Somehow this is racist.
We made it so far.
yeah.
That'd be funny to try to get comedians to unionize. That'd be impossible. As soon as
not
one guy was like,
organized.
"Hey, I'll give you $50 to do a gig. Just don't tell anybody."
Scab.
Absolutely. I will do that right now.
Yeah, everyone would scab every time
Oh,
there's a
yeah.
strike.
Yeah, right. Well, there'd be like 10 people in the union. We would be so hard to get into.
Yeah. Yeah, if you have to pay dues, there's
Yeah.
no way.
I just
Well,
pushed
second-
for there to be a strike so that I could get shows.
Well, the second
There was
there's
a strike.
Yeah,
second
we just
there's
pushed for
52
scabbing.
comedians. They're like, well, there's no more work for anybody.
Yeah. That's the way it is
Only
anyway.
so many
though.
weeks in the year.
Really.
Yeah.
You know, there's like club uses the same 12 dudes or whatever.
Yeah. Exactly.
It's weird that there's like that because there's like the whole like middle country of comedians that are pretty good, but you will never hear about. They just like tour the middle of the country
Yeah.
out of like, you know,
Road comics.
Ohio or whatever. They're
Yeah.
like good comics, but you never.
Yeah.
Yeah, some of them.
Some
Some of them are terrible.
Some will come out here. You
Some are
see them
terrible.
somewhere like, oh, this.
Yeah.
Of course, this works on the road, but not anywhere else.
Yeah, right.
Aren't gay people weird?
Yeah. Can you believe that didn't work?
Crushing.
yes, I can.
I remember Tom Rhodes. You know Tom Rhodes?
Yeah.
He's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, Tom was great.
But he had this one. It's like 5 years ago at the Improv, and he went up and he was like, "I think gay marriage is good, but I think there shouldn't be allowed to get gay divorce. He's like, if you marry that asshole, you stay married to that asshole. Nothing." And then he just went, "Fuck you, Los Angeles." This is so funny because that's exactly
great.
what was happening.
Yeah.
He's got some great shit though. Also,
Yeah.
one of his jokes is like one of my favorite jokes ever. Not to tell another guy's joke, but
Oh, dude, that's fine.
he goes, "I've been all over this world, and the most beautiful woman in this world is a Thai boy."
That's
so fucking
I
funny.
remember that joke. I forgot that was Tom
A
Rose.
Thai boy.
I think that's in one of his specials.
Is it? It's so good.
That's great. Yeah, that's like at the level where you're writing street jokes. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Where
Yeah.
you're like, that's just fucking, there's no fat on them.
Zero
You can
fat.
repeat them to your friends. and
Yeah.
all that shit. They're fucking
That's
great.
Attell's the same way. You can read Dave Attell's jokes, and you're like, "This is the funniest thing."
Yeah, exactly.
Just reading it.
He riffs with no fat on it.
Yeah,
It's
for real.
insane.
He's the best.
Yeah, I told you fucking that Portuguese joke the other day. My favorite joke I've ever heard is
That
this
is pretty good.
Portuguese joke. In Hawaii, the Portuguese like the Polish, just like calls them dumb and shits on them and shit. It's really funny.
It's so much. The reason why it's so funny is because it's so obscure to just your fucking neighborhood.
Yeah,
that they don't like
exactly.
Portuguese, which is nowhere else in the world.
Yeah, everyone's like, I don't know any Portuguese people.
I never even think of the Portuguese.
I do like
Yeah.
I do like the setup that Willie gives on it too. So the Portuguese are like the Polish, and then they tell the joke.
Yeah.
So how do you know a guy's Portuguese? He's retarded.
That's a great joke.
Yeah, no
Fucking
fat.
So funny. So mean.
It's
Barely
only
a punchline.
the snaps, and then just 2 words.
Yeah.
He's retarded.
He's retarded.
I love it.
Well,
Good ender.
that's really good. I think that's a
end on
cap.
that.
Yeah. Thank you guys for listening. We hope you liked the episode. Check out Rob. Check out the Red Rob Roy Show.
Yeah, on Amazon Prime. And No Charisma podcast also.
Yeah.
Which you've been on. We got to get you to
Anything
come on.
else? Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, come on. No, that's it. Oh, Instagram, Rob Pug Comic. But that's all.
You got any shows coming up?
I think in 2 weeks, I'm doing the Pow House show on a Friday.
Fuck yeah.
Nice. Those
Miss
shows have
Pal.
been fun.
That's a fun one. Yeah.
Looks like
Sounds
it.
great.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got anything? No, you're good right now.
Yeah. You'll hear about it if I do.
Yeah.
Van Nuys tomorrow, actually, and what is tomorrow? Tuesday. So the day this comes out today. So you're probably not gonna make it, but yeah, come out to Van
I feel
Nuys
like that's
tomorrow.
always for your shows. You're like this
Yeah.
guy. Oh, it was yesterday. Yesterday was.
Yeah, exactly.
Wait, did you say Van Nuys?
Yeah, some brewery in Van Nuys.
Oh,
it's
okay.
like a
Playing the entire city of Van Nuys.
yeah, exactly.
Van Nuys.
It's gonna
The
be
Van
in the
Nuys
street.
tour.
A club I don't know about?
Yeah, they did the Van Nuys Comedy Club.
I remember
it was
that.
just the
Yeah.
back of a
The
restaurant.
Yeah, exactly. Just a bar.
It was not good.
No.
If the Springbok found out they were calling it the Van Nuys Comedy Club, they probably would have kicked him out. You're not even advertising right.
Yeah.
The deal was you plugged the
Say the
Springbok.
name of the
Advertise
bar.
our
Yeah, what
bar.
the fuck are you doing?
Nah, it's Van Nuys Comedy Club. And that doesn't sound better.
I know.
It sounds
Van
almost
Nuys
worse,
nothing
yeah.
sounds better. Call it the fucking Sherman Oaks Comedy Club.
Like,
Choose
no,
a different
that
city
would be
you're
lying.
near.
I'm an honest
It's
man.
definitely not Sherman Oaks. That was in a terrible place.
All right. We'll see you guys next week.
Bye.